Oh, hello there. So I want to show you how I do my base products, how I pick my primer, foundation, and setting powder. I'm going to show you how I coordinate those just because I use a wide variety. I use luminous, matte, satin. I use like just a moisturizing one. I want to show you how I do that. Also, if you like this eye look, it's not finished yet because I haven't finished that other video, but if you want to see the eye look, I will have it coming. It's with the Car Beauty Behind the Mask palette. So there's that. So now let's wagging the finger. I'm wagging this finger. Also, you know anywhere to get fun, cute dangle earrings? I have to do dangle earrings because when I was younger, I got them pierced at Walmart and they're a little off. So this is closer to this than what this is. It's okay though. Alright, so let's see we'll just use my Shop My Stash ones. I haven't changed it yet. So like I have the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Pro Filter, and then I also have I Heart Revolution Unicorn Heart, right? So this is more of a serum, like it's a glow serum primer. So it's like a hydrating serum, right? And this is to make it matte. So with the two foundations I have out, which is Dior Skin Glow. So this is a glowy foundation. I would pair it with the matte foundation and it offsets them. And NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop is a full coverage foundation. And to make it less heavy on the skin, I would pair it with the glowy serum primer. And then like use some other Shop My Stash ones here. So, and then I've been enjoying skin tint foundations too. And because skin tints don't give me the full coverage that I like, I've been using with glowy primers. Like I have this one, the Charlotte Tilbury. I have the, the e.l.f. I have the e.l.f. version, and I have the Tarte similar product to this, and I would pair it with my skin tints. So that's about the basics of how I would pair my primer and foundations. So let me put these up. And then sticky primers, like my tacky ones, I use those with my glowy satin finish, skin-like finish foundations. They work good on mattes. Those work with everything. So my tacky primers work with all my foundations. So the other ones, I just, the combination looks great. So we're gonna do the matte version with the glowy. So basically we're gonna use this up. And this is what it looks like. So then, I just want you to get a good feeling, because there isn't, like, I don't think there are no rules to makeup, but there are rules, I guess. I don't follow these rules. Because really, having dry skin, I shouldn't be using matte products, but I have found a great way around that. I just do one little pump and I just spread that around. Drugstore brands are definitely making a comeback, by the way. Indie brands too. I want to get the new Glamlite Rick and Morty set. It's $90 for all of it, so I think I'll probably end up doing that. Just not anytime soon, because I know pimple right there. Because I do know that it'll probably come in stock, but if I can't find it, then, well, I can always find it on Mercari. If you search around good enough, you'll find it for a decent price. Alright, so now we got that in. That has sunk into the skin. Pretty good. And it smells good too. It's not like an overpowering smell. So now I'm just gonna go with this. And this is where we're gonna get to the powder part after I do the rest of my face. I'm just gonna use a sponge. Listen, my makeup red flag is I will use the same 3 sponges all week. Powder, concealer, foundation. And then I wash it at the end of the week. But it works. one of the people in my makeup group said it's like a petri dish, and she's probably not lying, but I don't have any problems. Now you can see that this foundation is a little bit tanner than what I am right now. And that's my fault, by the way. I didn't have my right shade in stock. Like, I have a perfect shade in this. It's one shade below this one. And this is shade 3C. But they didn't have my shade in stock, and I was like, I'm not leaving this store without this daggone thing. Because, you know, I really love the concealer. So I want to try out the, you know, foundation. So my stubborn self was like, you know what? Fudge it, we'll go with the darker shade, because like you can't even tell really. And then once I show you how I do my setting powder to offset that, you'll see why. Loopholes, makeup loopholes. Also, I feel like this would be a good video too for those who are like, I don't know how to combine these things. How the heck do I make these work? Right? And I know some people are like, oh, well, the younger generation, it's a path. Go through having orange skin, not matching you well. If you're watching me and you're just getting into makeup, I will help you not do the things that we did. Because why not avoid it if you can? Who cares about a rite of passage? I didn't go through no rite of passage. I went through my own rite of passage over here for makeup. Which I will be doing that. It's going to be a split face. For what all I want to film this weekend and throughout the week, I won't have time to film the split face, but I do have 4 days off next week due to holiday. I won't be able to film that then, so the split face will be coming. And I'm going to film the Natasha Denona palette, Miscombobulate, Recombobulate next weekend as well. Get some more Cara Beauty. Do you see how nice that looks? So you can't really tell. I don't cover my ears. I don't go way down my neck. I just kind of blend it off my chin, because that's too much. To me, that's doing too much. And I'm not trying to do all that. You know what I mean? I'm not going way down here. The heck do I ain't got time for that. Now, for me, I'm 28, okay? I have hella eye bags. They probably haunt you in your sleep. I know we've seen them on here a lot. So I'm going to use this Makeup Revolution Eye Bright Corrector. It's pink. I can use the pink and yellows. They work great for my eye bags. And I'm a neutral beige. It could be like beige, but I avoid the sun. I got sunspots one time, and that's all she took for me to not go back out in the sun like that. Couple family members have gone to cancer, so we avoid all them signs, right? So now because I'm using a luminous foundation, and I know I'm going to be setting it later, I either have a luminous concealer I can use, which would work good too, or I'm going to do the Revolution IRL Filter Finish Soft Matte Concealer. We're going soft matte. That's what we're doing today. I just do this. It smells terrible, but it's great. It's still brand new. It just smells terrible. It's like the Wet n Wild that smells terrible? Am I a makeup mua? Not even a close chance to it. I'm just a makeup obsessed person who loves a good face. Now I do love this. There are some people who don't blend, like blend, and they make that shit look fantabulous. Now if I did that, I am not gonna look fantabulous. I just don't know. They got some skills to that. I'm talking about face base and eyeshadow. Do great, and I love it. Some people have such like good skin that they just do eyeshadow and a lippy on, as they say, on God. I'm like, yeah, what they said. So, honestly, you don't need to see how I do my cream contour. I don't contour. I just freaking I just bronze the heck out of my face. So this isn't a part of the matching. This is just me bronzing. It's the Merit Beauty bronzer stick, if you're wondering. I hope you guys are liking this video. It's a little rambly, but that's okay. Also, if you want to know how I have a good immune system, right? So when I get cold sores and things like that, it's usually gone in a couple days. Mine don't go the full week to 2 weeks. The only time I've ever had that for like 2 weeks is when I had one cold sore, and then as soon as that one was gone, I had a new one the next day, right close to the same spot. But this is day 2, right? And it's just got a little spot to clear up and it's done. And I use CarMax, $1.69. I'll never buy the cold sore stuff again in my life. CarMax says it takes 3 days off your healing process, and it's right. So for those of you who are stuck with these things like me for life, and you want it to heal up quick so you can go back to kissing your spouse, sharing drinks and food, CarMax is your friend. I just get the normal tube. I gotta buy another one though. It's almost used up. My Excedrin's starting to kick in, so that's nice. So that means less pain. It's still there, but it's not like oof, oof, oof. Nothing has its own reverb right now. So that's great. So if you're wondering how I thrive with a migraine, this is it. Have they gone away? No, but they have lessened in severity, so I will take that. Now you're wondering, oh my God, your clown cheeks. Just wait. Just you wait. That was a Juvia's blush. They make good stuff. So then I just take this sponge. We did our foundation on, right? Boom. Before, after. Perfect, right? See, no longer clown cheeks for a beautiful shade of pink. So now we're to our powder. How do we coordinate setting powders? So I did tell you that this is a little darker than me, right? Tan, we're neutral tan. I stay this neutral tan all year round. So how do I go with this? I'm a yellow undertone. See, you can see right here I'm yellow undertone. That's how I figured that out, by the way, my armpit. I know that's not how you do that, but that is how I did that. I was having to look, I was like, am I olive tone or am I yellow tone? I don't know. I'm not olive. I'm yellow, boys. So because it is darker, I have 2 setting powders out, right? It's the Milk Makeup Translucent Medium, which this is out. Oh, this is out because it's a little bit darker. And why am I throwing things? Okay, we're good. So this is a little too light, right? Because I fudgered up and got it a little too light. This right here instantly corrects that. That's how I do that. So because this is darker, we're gonna go in with the Wet n Wild. It is their Bare Focus Clarifying Finishing Powder. It says finishing powder. I use this as an all-over setting powder. It's in the shade Fair Light. I do have a finishing powder. It's this. It's the Shape Tape Glow Powder in the shade Sunlit. Gorgeous. I love to glow. Glowy, not hoey, remember. Unless you want to do that, then girl, do it. Okay, so now that we got that on the sponge, I just take it all over the face. Before I do the other eye, I'll show you how this looks. Can you see a difference? How it lightened it up some. Not bad, right? Science. Don't have to be smart to do makeup. You just gotta pay attention. Anything's an art form. Everything. And then when something works out, my main go-to phase is science. I know nothing about science. I know some stuff, but not much. I wasn't that kid that paid attention in school. I slept through my classes. I wasn't a rebel. There was nothing I needed to know about real life. So why would I pay attention? Also, anybody else have algebra make you cry? Spelling also made me cry. I'm not illiterate, but you try to get me to spell things, you're gonna think I'm illiterate. I'm holding my lip like that just because I don't want my sponge to touch a bad juju spot. That looks nice. I'm gonna have to get another one of these. I go through powder, setting powder, like no tomorrow. I think I've already used up like 3 or 4 of them this year. Alright, see now you can see a difference, right? So you look at the forehead, and then you look at the cheeks, and you look at the rest of me, you're like, told you I'm science, told you it's science. Don't have to be a professional. Then you gotta go to the schooling. Almost forgot to powder my nose. And this is also how I do my pat setting. That's how I get this stuff to last on through the heat when I go to work. Because I work in a giant metal oven. It's kind of like a factory, but like a warehouse kind of thing. So we don't really produce parts. We just kind of load them up and then unload them so they can go back and get like a coating. But it's like working in a tin can. Okay, so that's that. And then I just use a finishing powder because I like how it makes things blend together. So we might as well do my whole face routine because why not? We're already here. I just wanted to show you how I match my primer, foundation, setting powders. Where's that brush? Okay. I've been using the Rogue Romance from Jaclyn Hill. We're gonna go into the tea room. We're gonna do orange. We're mixing orange and pink. No, let's do Boudier. Boudier. We're gonna do Boudier. We're gonna go in straight pink today. I think I've used almost every shade in this palette this week. Beautiful. We're using 3 blushes, so don't at me. Or you can at me, it's okay. One does not mind. Now we're gonna use my blush topper, which is Natasha Denona shade Rayo Duo Glow, which she looks like on the inside. She's heavily used. And I just use this little angled brush because it works out great. Look at that shimmer. I am glad that my cold sore is almost gone. And I give my husband and cats all the smooches. That won't. Okay, so now we got that. It looks a little rough. Hang in there. Because now, this is when I do the finishing powder. This. always get cat hair off my brushes. My cats rub against these things. We're gonna use this little fluffy brush. It's like a small, it's like a medium fluffy brush. See, this is bigger than this one. This is the one we use though. And then I just dip in and go under the eye, nose. All over the face. Can you see? It doesn't give you like a heavy shine either. Gorgeous, right? Basically, we're doing our base together. And then I just go in with the setting spray. Let's see, Patrick Ta for face. It is fragranced, so there, but it is like a light mist, so I do it real close. And then I just pat it in with a sponge. That's when we add highlight, and I'm trying to decide. We're basically doing the full base, and we'll do brows together, and then we'll be done. So I'm either going to use Hedwig or Pearl for Makeup and Mario. So here's what Pearl looks like. I could do Classic Champagne, or I can do freaking Purple Shift. And look at that pan. You see that? Mint condition. We're going with this. It's the vibes we're getting. That's how I choose my highlighter in the morning. Unhinged. Cat hair. No matter what you do to get rid of cat hair, it's gonna be cat hair. Also, I'm like this in real life. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. You gotta like me if you stay subscribed, I guess. Using a Linner Beauty brush. Well, yeah, see, that's perfect with this ice look. Ice look. Also, I thought about doing eye looks based on fruit. So, if you want to see eye looks based off fruit, we can do tolls, whatever, where I put down 2 fruits, and then you can pick. And then I just spread this out with my finger. See? I move quick though, because this is a creamed up powder formula and I don't want it to be streaky on my face. I do want to get the Rick and Morty Glam Light set though, because it's gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. I have all the shades in that palette I have in my collection. I know I do, but I actually love Rick and Morty. It's so dumb, it's funny. So that's our highlight for today. Brows are easy. Might as well finish off with brows. I don't need this on no more. Taking the clip out. My coworker gave me this cute thing. CBH brow. I don't need to do my brows, but I fill them in. The older I get, the more sparse my brows get. I've never plucked them. I didn't let a friend when I was younger pluck the center, so now I forever have a growing unibrow. Groceries have gotten much cheaper, by the way. Looks like things are starting to normalize up a little bit some out there in the world. For now, anyway. give the big money dogs some time and they'll jack shit up some more. That's how I do my brows, by the way. I just have no rhyme or rhythm. You guys are probably cringing on how I just did my brows. I'm not sorry. We're gonna use this Hard Candy brow gel. I love it because it's not like, it doesn't make your brows hard and crunchy. They just stay nice and supple, but then your brows don't like leak. By leak, I mean like it doesn't like pour out too. It just makes them last. Kind of thing. And then I just go in with a brow pencil. Not a brow pencil, but like, you know, brow makeup brush here. I'm using my tried and true Jeffree Star one from Morphe. I need Jeffree Star to make his own brushes. And that's it. That's her base. So let me show you. I want to get you up close so you can see. I don't do any filters because I'm lazy, so I don't do filters, but chin, neck, and then her nose. She already used to have a nose ring, but on her forehead. Just get you up close so you can see. Right? See how that looks like a little bit of like a velvet? That kind of hurt my eyes, man. But that's how we do base. Now I want to swatch the lipstick I would have worn with this eye look right now. It's Moss Orchid from KVD. I would have worn this with this. It smells like cake too, by the way. That's the lipstick I would have worn. This is a really drying lipstick. It flakes a little bit if you got dry skin already on your lips, so it'll flake right off with that. But other than that though, I liked it. It has some strong lasting power. I'm just only hesitant because I didn't like the purple shade. It was patchy, it wasn't good for me, but this, it's a dead ringer. It's just drying. That's the only downfall. Alright, thank you for watching how I put my base together, how I mix and match my primers, foundations, setting powder. Let me know, how do you do your base? Do you have a rhythm? How do you do your brows? Let me know. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Like and subscribe if you want. You don't have to, but if you want to see more of this, just subscribe, turn your notifications on. I always forget to say that, but see you in the next one. Bye.